bit. Better listen. Bachata.
Okay. So this is my other podcast for the night. I did 3 podcasts so far, so I think this is going to be the last one for tonight, and then I'm going to do a bunch tomorrow. So, uh, so we're gonna jump right on into this. First, I have to find my. I want to go back to that page I was on. Perfect. Do not withhold discipline from a child. If you punish them with the rod, they will not die. Punish them with the rod and save them from death. That is a good. And it's perfect for what we have going on because we are going to talk about children. Some are children, some are in high school, some of them are in college. And I don't understand how they're in college or why they're in college, but uh, it it's a little insane, and their logic is very very flawed. So what's been going on is that at these schools they have had children protesting in the streets. Okay. Now, let me be clear that if my daughter was taken out of school and I had no idea and they had her standing on the corner uh, protesting ICE, I would lose my fucking shit. First of all, I'd be like, do they even know what the fuck it is you're actually telling them to do? Second of all, motherfuckers get killed out here for fucking with ICE. So you would be ultimately putting my daughter in danger and and also not notifying me about it and asking if it's okay if this is done. These teachers in these schools need to stop pushing their agendas onto these children. That is not cool. That should not happen. You let these kids figure shit out on their own. When I went to school, nobody talked about politics in school. You talked about shit in history, like who the presidents were and things like that, but you didn't talk about politics in school. So why the fuck are we doing this? We're talking about trans people in high school and we're talking about all this other shit. Like, why? Why? I don't fucking get it. It doesn't make sense. Keep your fucking fake ass Trump hating bullshit to your fucking self. Because there are going to be in the kids in that class that have parents that support Trump, and the kids know better than to fucking mess with that. And you got these fucking stupid motherfuckers out there running around doing all this bullshit. I am, for one, So sick of it. So I found a couple of things I want to read. Um, this might be a quicker podcast than I normally do, but I don't know because I do have quite a few videos. Hundreds of students suspended. School walkouts under close watch over anti-ICE walkout. Hundreds of K through 12, kindergarten through 12th are outside protesting ICE. Students across the country have received detention or suspension after participating in classroom walkouts to protest U.S. immigration and customs forces, such as anti-ICE or ICE walkouts have increasingly popped up after Renee Good and Alex Peretti were shot and killed by federal immigration officers in Minneapolis last. Yeah, but you know what was funny? They deserved it. Why am I going to protest somebody's death that they could have prevented if 1A, they just got out of the car and did what the guy said and she would still be alive? And if Alex Peretti didn't come to a fucking uh protest knowing how crazy the protesting was over there because it was above and beyond. He went there with a gun and did not disclose he had a gun, shot the gun off, and or it accidentally went off and the officer shot him. Period. Why? Why? This is not like Charlie Kirk, where Charlie Kirk was a God fearing man, good dude, and all he wanted to do was debate, and he got shot in his neck. People thought that shit was so funny and this and that, blah, blah, blah. But then they want us to feel bad for these two idiots that fucking went out of their way to get involved in law enforcement issues that they shouldn't have been involved in. Okay. But experts say leaving the school grounds is not a form of protest protected under the First Amendment for students, and Republican leaders are warning of consequences for those who participate. I applaud Mustang Superintendent Dr. Charles Bradley for suspending 122 students who walked out of class to protest. Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt wrote on social platform X on Wednesday, young Oklahomans, free speech is sacred, but truancy robs your future. Stay in school, build skills, and make your voice heard responsibly. But as the Trump administration presses ahead with its aggressive immigration agenda, walkouts could spread, some with students objecting to Trump's policies genuinely and other marching in the same of the detainees they personally know. A student who participated in the walkout at King High School in Tampa, Florida, was told the local news outlet his mom had some great friends and they worked hard every day and they unfortunately got deported for no reason. They didn't get deported for no reason. They broke the law by being here illegally and they were detained and sent back to where they came from. If they were here that long, then they should have tried to apply for a visa or a green card or citizenship. That is their own fault. Like, oh, we're gonna cry because Joe Schmo got taken and he shouldn't have had to. You are not supposed to fucking be here. That is the end of the story. You can be mad about it all you want, think it sucks. That's great. But you have to understand in your common sense brain, they are not supposed to fucking be here. That's it. More than 300 were suspended in North Virginia this week after a walkout at Woodbridge Senior High School, with one of the mothers telling a local news outlet she is proud as heck of her daughter who participated. Experts say the First Amendment protects the students' right to protest at the schools through clothing and other non-descriptive ways. A right examined in Tinker versus Des Moines case where students were punished for wearing armbands protesting the Vietnam War class, but walkouts were different. Okay, that's a little long. I'm not reading. I'm definitely not reading all that because that's okay. And then here is another one. This happened in New York. Foley Square, Manhattan. Recent ICE operations and federal immigration crackdowns have prompted high school students nationwide to walk out of class on Friday. Crowds of students staged an anti-ICE protest across the country, including New York. Overwhelmed with emotion, one high school student opened up to Eyewitness News about her daily fear. I don't want my family to be deported. It's scary for me. You know, my family deserved everything. They worked hard for everything. Then they should have worked hard at getting. I can't. I can't. If you are here for a long period of time and you did not do anything to make yourself a legal citizen of this state of the United States, then you have to fucking go. That's how it's always been. That is how it is in every country. You guys act like America is the only country that has borders and does this to people. I'm sorry that your father or whoever was great to you and did all this stuff and was making money for his family and blah blah blah. If he gets caught, he's going to jail and he's going to get sent back home. If he was smart, he would try to apply for a visa or a green card or American citizenship while he's still here, and nothing will happen to him. If he's in the middle of applying for citizenship, I don't even believe ICE could take him away. They would have to show he'd have to show them documentation that he is registering to become a US citizen, and they probably would be like, "Okay, we'll let you stay until, you do whatever." Or they could easily say, "Well, you're still not legal. We got to kick you the fuck out. You can do whatever test you have to do. You can do from where you're at, and then send it back. If they accept it, you come back." Those are the only two options that could happen. And honestly, I think if you didn't have a criminal record or anything and you told them, "Hey, I sent in my papers to become an American citizen. I have all this stuff right here. I just got to take my last test." I'm sure they would definitely leave you alone. There's no reason for them to be gone. They worked as hard as they can in order for us to have a great life. Um, I asked for a microphone, they gave it to me. I said my opinion. God bless America. I love ICE. I love Trump. And they attacked me. They hit me. They took my headphones. They poured water on me. The opposite sides clashing over the presence of immigration enforcement agents in their community. Kids can't even go to school because their parents have to take them. There's no way they can take them without parents getting caught. Another girl said, "Us as students, we have to speak up for our people. Dare to struggle an organization that aims to target injustice. I can't even read that. That is just fucking ridiculous. Most of these kids don't even know what the fuck they're fighting for. They're just like, yay, I get a free day out of school. Like, that's all they're thinking about. Okay, so what's this? Alright. ICE operations and the federal immigration crackdown has prompted high school students nationwide to walk out of class Friday. Crowds of students staged anti-ICE protests across the country, including New York. Overwhelmed with emotion, one high school student opened up to outline news. Oh, that's the same one I just read. So what the fuck? Okay, so now we're gonna go to the video, and this episode is gonna be kind of short because I didn't have like a lot of stuff on it. I had a few things, and I have what I read to you, but I mean, uh, it's fucking 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm still doing podcasts, and I want to try to uh make this as fast as possible. So here, I want to make sure I start it. Okay, so we're gonna start with this.
We've seen school walkouts and protests over ICE, but one father was so pissed about this, he went straight to the school board. Now it's personal. Our children are involved. I am sick and tired of watching politicians and school boards, people from the city, telling children they can go out and fucking excuse my language, go out and get in the face of law enforcement. Good evening, my name is Vance Galavi, and on the afternoon of February 2nd, 2026, my 14-year-old child called me. He was not at school. He was not sick. He was in the middle of White Center, Washington, in the middle of a protest that was organized for his middle school. Okay, my stomach dropped when he called me. You guys have noticed that on January 30th, 2026, 2 children were killed just blocks from the school on Rainier that was having a very walkout that day. RCW 28A 600035, by allowing them to leave, and under Initiative 2081, the Parental Bill of Rights, I have the right to know where my child goes. That was taken from me. I was not given notice. I was not given an email. I was not given a call. You expose him to real danger. That's neglect and that's endangerment. RCW 98-42035, criminal negligence by not being aware of the substantial risk. You call it policy, I call it abandonment. I am filing a lawsuit before the Paul Jobs. I want to make something perfectly clear. Someone's going to be held accountable. All of you will remember it. Because for some reason we lose our kids, we'll make a case law out of this. Protect parents' rights to know where our kids are at all times. It's ridiculous. It's criminal negligence. And yes, a principal was fired for coercing students to participate in protesting. Just so you know. I had an hour worth of yelling to do, but today I'm going to narrow it down to 2 minutes because you didn't give me enough time. But I will be here at every school board meeting to continue what I had to say today. I am not finished. I yield my time.
Oh, don't
Praising these brave students. One guy's speech, though, stuck out to me, and it wasn't because of what he said, but because of the reaction he caused on these people behind him. Watch. Let's try to remember Charlie Kirk, who was 90% smarter than most of the people sitting in this room. And his core value was to bring people to debate, to understand what was happening in the world today and get people to talk about what was going on. But I guess it didn't align with what everybody else wanted to do, so they murdered him. We all know who Charlie Kirk is. I'm sure everybody, especially the head of the teachers union here, knows who Charlie Kirk is. He was somebody bringing this country together, where the people disagreed with him or not. He was getting the kids to come out and talk. And I got some bad news. He touched a lot of people between 8 and 35 years old. And those people are going to rise up and they're going to make. And he ran out of time. I expect all of this, though, to cause rising.
And that, my friend, is a good ass parent. Because I don't know if I could have stood up in that board meeting and had the same composure. I think I would have motherfucked everybody. I would have been flipping the absolute fuck out. Like 100% flipping the fuck out. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? Let my kids walk out of school and do some dangerous ass shit that had nothing to do with them. God forbid they're not paying attention and walk down the street and somebody decides to fucking hit them. And then my daughter's dead because y'all are pushing some kind of agenda on them. Like, they're not at home like, Mom, is it okay if I protest tomorrow for about ICE? Like, these kids are little kids. They don't know shit about politics. And they're getting all of this shit from their teacher. And it's not okay. It's not right.
I've got Danny Rebel and Chris Sims out here with me. They frequently cover the Portland ICE facility. I do.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good.
I am. Myself, Conspiracy Cookie. I film protests all across the state.
Wait, that's so funny.
Yeah. I'm on every platform. I also, huh? No. I don't have to. You're welcome to call the police and ask them how they feel about it. No, but wouldn't it be nice? Because actually, parents need to give permission for their children to be. It would just be respectful. Did all the parents give their permission to be here today? Did the parents Okay. I'm sorry. I'm working as president.
She's saying you need you need to be verified to take pictures here. And the lady said, did you verify the kids' parents that they're protesting? And she's like, so it's more important for a person with a camera to have to ask people to film whatever she's doing, but it's not okay for you to ask the parents if it's okay that their kids are protesting in the middle of the street.
I am. Thank you. I appreciate it. We're not here to argue with anybody. We're not here to hurt anybody. It should be a national case. You know, everybody. Did you get that? Good. You know who did it? I'm proud of you and anyone trying to de-escalate. I agree. So do you, when you say abolish ICE, right? Do you want to get rid of all immigration and custom enforcement?
Well, I personally think we need to go to the correct ICE agents. ICE agents that should not be ICE agents that are qualified. ICE agents that are killing people, they're trained properly.
Got a citizenship, right? But in the 6 years, I already am, ma'am. If you look at national news, I'm on Instagram and Facebook, and I'm representing. Were we having a good conversation? I think she knows. No, it's a public space, but she walked away. I'm not going to follow her. I don't follow people. If y'all want to walk away, I won't record you either. You seem heavily frustrated.
I don't like people using students.
It's not clickbait. I had multiple parents and teachers within the district ask me to be here. And I have proof of that. But either way, if they're talking to me, and these people have said, most of them told me their parents know they're here. And that's great. So I assume their parents know they're, yeah, okay. We'll see.
And that's all the craziness you heard from the protest at a high school. And the high school tried to say that their parents knew about it. But I believe I had found a video. I was looking for it earlier, but I can't find it now. I had a video of a mother finding out that their daughter was at that protest, and she fucking lost it. She drove her fucking fat ass all the way up to that school and was like, "No, I want my fucking kid right now. This is not happening. I do not even understand why you're fucking doing this. This is dangerous and this is not okay." And the uh the receptionist or whatever was like such a total was was like such a total bitch, and um it it was absolutely ridiculous, and the girl ended up getting picked up by her mother and went home. And what I found really amazing too about that video is her daughter was not even at the protest. She stayed in her school and did whatever it was she was doing, because I'm sure not every teacher went out there to protest. There was just some. And not to mention, of course, a lot of those kids are out there protesting not because they give a shit about ICE, because they get time out of fucking school and they don't have to do shit and it kills a bunch of time. So hell yeah, back in the day, if they were gonna let me out of class, I would have fucking said whatever they wanted me to say. If they wanted me to say Hail Hitler, I would have fucking said it. Like just to get out of fucking class and not have to fucking worry about doing any kind of work or anything like that. So, and here I believe is what a father says about all this.
We've seen these ICE walkouts at our high schools, at our public schools, students walking out. Look, we can disagree with them all we want. You do not lose your First Amendment rights at the school gate. You want to wear some patch, you want to make some offhand remark to your classmate after class, you can do that about the political environment for or against ICE. But if you walk out of class, if you don't show up to school, if you are dodging class time instruction, you are a truant, and I will expel you from our public schools. You're a truant. I don't care if you're hanging out, drinking a white monster, eating some Twizzlers, or you're doing some self-righteous ICE protest. By the way, you know what's funny about these ICE protesters? They did nothing for Lake and Riley. They did nothing for Rachel Morin. They did nothing for Jocelyn and Gary. Students walking out. Look, we can disagree with them all we want. You do not lose your First Amendment rights at the
And that guy was awesome. As a matter of fact, wrong one. He gets another applause because, like I said, like I've brought up Rachel Moran and all them on my podcast. So if you want to know more about Rachel Moran, Lake and Riley, and Jocelyn Nungray, uh, you can find those episodes on my earlier podcast. I believe it was uh, around the third season. Um, and it was a really good episode. and I broke down everything they did to those girls and their court cases and, why they shouldn't have been here and things like that. So, uh, all right. So, I'm gonna play you one more. And this is the college.
You have nothing to say for these four. You literally have nothing to say for these women. You literally have nothing to say
about any of the other issues in our country.
I do, but today I'm talking about this. Tomorrow I'll talk about something else.
How about in Minnesota? How about in
So she has
Oregon?
nothing to say for the four women who were brutally raped and murdered. Condemn it.
No, I
Condemn
think
it.
you're just
Condemn them raping her. Condemn them raping them.
No, I don't condemn human violence.
Wow. Wow.
No,
You won't condemn
You know
human
what's also
violence.
Human violence?
You won't
Them
condemn
getting
human violence.
unfairly kicked out for other shit.
Sorry, my name's Leila Burr. I'm the Assistant Director for Community and Civic Engagement on campus.
Okay.
Who are you with?
We're just here filming.
What organization are you with?
We're not with an organization.
Are you students on campus?
No.
Have you registered your event?
We're not having an event.
This is the proper channel to have an expressive activity on campus.
We're not having an activity. We're just asking people questions. This is a public campus. We have the right to be here.
Okay.
We're just trying to have productive conversations.
There's a policy to have any event with signs or any free speech type event that you have to go through. This is the information you
It
can
doesn't
use.
sound like
Bitch, please. Fucking loser. Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Ooh, oh my god. Stop fucking lying.
free speech. Why can we not, as taxpayers, walk around on public property?
You can look at this QR code and follow the proper channels to register any type of freedom of speech, expression, any type of expressive activity has to be registered on campus. That's our policy for any entity.
Okay, well, we're going to continue trying to have conversations because it's a First Amendment right for us to be here.
You have to have pre-approval to come on campus.
Since when? I've been coming on this campus for years and filming with people.
You have to let people know that you're coming on. Yeah.
When did the policy start?
Recently. It's been in effect for a while, so I don't know.
Nobody bothered me last time.
I'm not sure when you were last here.
Last year.
I don't know when that was. If you would like to scan this QR code, this has all the information. Yeah. But if you choose to continue, then we're going to have to get public safety over here.
Okay. Is there like a free speech zone?
We're working on that right now. I can't give you an answer on that. But there is a policy for any type.
Do you believe they went after this girl because she was talking to people and they overheard and didn't like what she was saying, so they were saying that she can't be on the campus, even though she's been on the campus before doing the exact same thing? She is not allowed to do it again. It's just fucking ridiculous. And in the beginning, the girl said, "Oh, I will not condemn violence." That is disgusting. So you're okay with illegals raping young American women? That's what you're saying? You're fucking gross. Stop it. Please stop it. You're fucking disgusting. So, since I did such a long episode on my other one, I am going to cut this one a little short. What the hell is wrong with my computer? so annoying. It doesn't connected. What the fuck are you talking? And then I get the pinwheel. Don't you love the pinwheel when you get the pinwheel? Like I didn't even do anything but like hit one button and now I have the pin. Why is this yellow? I don't understand. Is it gonna play? Yeah. What the fuck is going on? And we'll jam out to one old school jammy jam. Hello for the bad girl go. Baby beat it up and down real slow. Is that or she's upside down on the pole? That's the sky. That's what you know now. Then side to the side. From the end of the night. Never gets down all night long. Said she loved my song. You all can phone tattoo, but on the phone. You have to see what I got what you need all night. It's alright. Bring it dance, but you gotta keep it up a little something like this, 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 like this. Baby, do you want it like this, like this, like this?